guys, so I am Sam Lineman, and this is my Get to Know You.
You'll be mine and I'll be yours. I just wanna let you know, in my mind I call you home.
We haven't done this one yet. I've been trying to figure out like what questions are the right ones to answer, and I just kind of realized that there really aren't, so I just found some cool ones that I thought would be like, you know, kind of more personal but still easy to answer. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. So that being said, we're gonna get started so that I don't end up rambling for 10 minutes. Alright, question number 1. Are you named after anyone? My middle name is my great aunt who was, I don't know. My name is Samantha Marie. And she was like, her middle name was Marie too, so it's like a family name, but I don't know. So yeah. Question number 2. When was the last time you cried? The last time I like seriously cried hardcore was actually just the other day. Anytime I hear a song that reminds me of my grandmother during this time of year, it hits me in the feels. She passed away on the 19th of December in 2009, and it was the worst day of my life, because I was 14 and she was the first person that I had lost. So this time of year I actually cry a lot. So yeah. Question number 3. If I were someone else, would I be friends with me? I would like to think so. I would like to think that I'm easy to get along with and a very approachable person, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I think I can be a little blunt sometimes. I try not to be. I feel like I'm either too blunt or I'm way too censored, and there's not a lot of in between unless we're already friends. There are certain people that I'm like we're like automatically friends with, but that doesn't happen often. I'm a pretty guarded person. So yeah, I'd like to think I'd be friends with me. 4. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Not at all. What are you talking about? Sarcasm is my second language. It's what I'm best at. So yeah. 5. What's the first thing you notice about people? I think the first thing I notice about people is either their eyes or their smile. As a general rule, whenever I come in contact with somebody else, even if it's a person I already like know and see every day, I do my best to smile at them, just because one smile can completely change a person's day, especially from like a random stranger. So I smile a lot, and I think that when other people see you smile, they want to smile too, and so I think that's one of the first things you notice. You kind of get a feel for if like the smile is genuine or not. Alright, number 6. What is your eye color? My eye color is green. They actually kind of change. They are primarily green, but then like depending on the day and how I feel, they either have more of a blue tint or more of a yellow tint to them. Number 7. Scary movie or a happy ending movie? Scary movie all the way. I think happy ending movies are kind of cliche at this point, and predictable. Scary movies are too, but at least I get an adrenaline rush out of that one. Number 8, favorite smell. My favorite smell by far is Dove body wash. It's the body wash that my grandmother uses, and it just smells like her, so it's the best. The second one would be warm vanilla sugar, and that's the scent that my mom uses. It's the first scent that I used, and honestly I still use it every day because I love it. Question number 9. What is the furthest you've ever been from home? And that would be the Outer Banks in North Carolina, but I don't really consider that away from home because it's always been family vacation. So it's about 7.5, 8 hours away without traffic, because with traffic it's about 11 hours. But it's the furthest away I've been from quote unquote home. Question number 10. Any special talents? Not other than like weird tricks that I learned to do as a kid. Yeah. Question number 11. Do I have any hobbies? Well, I'm a mom, so hobbies, cheerleading. I did cheerleading from the time I was 7 until I was 14, and then I became a cheerleading coach from then. This is actually the first season that I'm not coaching, or I didn't coach, and it's kind of weird. It was weird to just, it was nice to just be there as a family member watching my nephew play football, but it was also really weird because I wasn't coaching the cheerleaders, and I like had plenty of comments. So yeah. Question number 12. Where were you born? I was born in Silver Spring, Maryland. Right outside of DC. Question 13. Do we have any pets? We have a little betta fish. His name is Philip. Originally his name was Flip. We got him for Eliza's 2nd birthday, and he tried to flip out of the little container when we were bringing him home, so she started calling him Flip, and Sean and I just kind of decided that Philip would be a longer name, better than Flip, but he goes by Fishy most of the time. Number 14. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 2 siblings. I have my older brother who is almost 4 years older than me, and then I have a younger brother who is almost exactly 3 years younger. Number 15. What do I want to be when I grow up? I think I am what I want to be. The number one thing that I wanted to be was a mommy, and now I get to do that. And I think I go back and forth between wanting to teach and wanting to do nursing. Just because as a young child I spent a lot of time in and out of ERs and hospitals, so it would be nice to become a peds nurse and get to be that nurse for another family, or a teacher, because I had an English teacher who made school fun again. So those are the 2. Whether or not those will actually happen, we'll see. Right now I'm waiting for Eliza to be old enough to start school before we start school again. Okay, question number 16. Who was my first best friend? The first best friend that I remember is my best friend Kirsten. Her and I have been friends since I was 5 and she was 6. And now at 22 and almost 23, we've been friends for, do the math guys, 16 years. So we had a little tiff a couple years back, but we fixed it. It was 16 years. You can't throw that away. I don't have a lot of best friends, but she is one of them. She's pretty awesome. So yeah. Number 17. How tall am I? My license says I'm 5'6". I usually get measured anywhere from 5'5" and a quarter to 5'6". It just depends on the nurse, the doctor's office, as well as how I'm feeling that day. Also, what time of day, because if you get measured in the morning, you're actually taller. Fun fact. Question number 18. Funniest moment in school. There are two, and they were both when I was really little. The first one was I was in kindergarten, and we were all lined up, and we were waiting to go to lunch, and I had a lunchbox that had a string on it, and I had been twisting it and twisting it and twisting it, and I got so twisted and tied up that I couldn't untwist it, so I was like suffocating myself. And my mom's favorite story to tell, well, anybody's favorite story to tell, is that I stepped out of the line and I looked at my teacher and I said, "Mrs. Saxton, I can't breathe." So there was that. And then I think the second funniest time I was I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade probably, and I went to go get a pencil out of my backpack and ended up poking myself in the eye with it, which gave me pink eye. It was just the irritation from the eye. It wasn't like an actual like virus. It wasn't contagious. But yeah, it put me out of school for 3 days. They called my dad, and my dad had to come get me, and they were like, "No, she has pink eye. She can't be here." So yeah. Question number 19, favorite drink. Depends on the day for the most part. Dr. Pepper is my go-to, or Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb is way better than Dr. Pepper, just saying. Sorry if you don't like that answer. I also really like Sobe Yumberry. Yumberry pomegranate is one of my absolute favorites as well. Question 20. What sports did I play? I did a little bit of everything. I tried gymnastics, I did cheerleading, I played lacrosse for a few weeks until I got my appendix out. I tried diving, I was on the swim team. I wanted to play football, but my parents said no. So yeah, in general, we were in a lot of sports. As kids, it was kind of our outlet. 21. What phone do I currently have? I currently have the iPhone 8S. I don't know. It's actually what I use to film because I do not have a camera. I went to go get the iPhone 7 because my iPhone 6S was acting up, and T-Mobile was actually running a deal where the 8 was free. Like, there was no down payment for it. So I ended up with the 8, even though there's still some bugs they're working out. So yeah, there's that. I have tried Android. I don't like it. I will say, though, that this whole headphone jack nonsense with Apple is driving me nuts. Because I can't charge and listen at the same time. Question 22. What are my bad habits? Ooh. As you can see, one of my worst habits is I touch and pick my face all the time. It's the one thing that I guess like I'm self-conscious about. Like, there could be nothing there and I'm gonna pick at it. It drives Sean nuts. The other one is biting my nails, which I've gotten better at. I only do it when I'm really stressed, or if they're long and they're starting to catch on things. So I would say those are my worst habits, probably. Oh, and leaving hair in the shower. I do that a lot, and it drives Sean nuts. Everything. If it doesn't drive Sean nuts, it's not fun. Love you, babe. Alright. Question 23. What was my best subject in school? Math. I kicked butt at math. I don't like it, but it made sense, so that one was easy. 24. My worst subject was always history, and it was it started in like 7th grade. I used to get super bad like anxiety about taking tests because my teacher had a stick up his butt. to the point where my mom told me that I was allowed to fail the class to help try and alleviate some of my anxiety, because I would fall asleep at the dining room table at 10 o'clock at night staring at my textbook. So yeah. All right, and then last question number 25. If I had one day left, how would I spend it? I would spend it with all of my friends and family, because there's a lot of family members that are no longer with me that I wish I could just spend one more day with, to tell them how much I love them and, you know, how proud I am of each and every one of them for whatever reason. And I would want to tell my family that to try and give them closure. So yeah. All right, guys. I kept it under 20 minutes. And I'll edit it more so that it's smaller again. But that is 25 questions getting to know me, Sam Lineman from The Lineman Life. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, comment, like this video down below. Let me know what you thought. And have a good day / night / whatever. Bye!